Good morning and welcome back to Summit Sunrise here on TV8 Summit. I am joined by Professor Jimbo of Precision Ski over in Frisco, and we are talking. We're talking ski boots and sales.
Well, you know, it's that time of year. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not the train coming the other way. It's summer coming the other way.
That's right. I was saying that light is spring and summer that we're looking at.
Exactly, and you know, at least at our shop, you know, we've got a lot of great sales on boots. And I thought it would be interesting to pass on some tips about things you should know about boots.
Well, what do I need to know about boots? I
mean,
first of all,
you know,
right?
I mean, if boots are on sale, that's a good thing, you know.
Oh, I feel like I should be like Vanna White. Like I should just hold this like sale.
Yeah, you got it. And then, you know, you want to make sure you get in the right size boot. So this is called a Brannock device. It's designed for ski boot fitting, because these numbers don't coincide with what you might think your shoe size is.
Oh.
I mean, they're 22 to 32, basically, and what that is, it's the length of your foot in centimeters. It's the metric system. Okay?
Right, right.
So you can, you know, measure your foot on here, and it'll give you an idea about the size boot you should be in, but this is really the important part of this.
What does that do?
Because it measures your arch length. The knuckle of your first toe goes right in here, and it measures over here the length of your arch relative to the length of your foot.
So does that help you to like really fit properly, it sounds like? So you're going to get the right boot for you.
It does. You know, this is the default. If this tells you that your foot is a little bit longer than this, it means that you're going to require a little bit more length in the boot to get the dimensions of your foot into the boot properly.
And that's why I call you Professor Jimbo.
So, you know, this is a great place to start and to know what your size is, the size that you're looking for. So it's going to be something in the metric system, like 25.5 or 26.5. So that'll get you going, you know. And
so once you figure out from the Brannock device, once you figure out the actual like proper shoe size in centimeters, then we can go on to the boots.
Right, that gets you into the boot, and then the boots all have interesting characteristics now that the manufacturers provide, and you can see on the labels for each of these boots. There's one of the things that's talked about is last.
Okay.
Okay, and that is a measurement of the width of your foot. That's what this does, is it measures how wide your foot is. And in shoe size, we call it narrow, medium, or wide. And it's quantified with ski boots. And it starts with a number like around 95.
Okay.
And this would be a very, very, very narrow boot up to 106 or 108 millimeters.
Okay.
Again, it's a measurement, and that would be for a wide foot. And then there's everything in between. But you should know that that's what the ski boot manufacturer's impression is of what foot would fit that dimension properly.
Okay.
There's not a standard that, you know, you could certainly try on a Nordica in a certain width and a Salomon in the same width, in the same size, and one might feel narrower or wider than the other.
So it's all about, you know, kind of trial and error with ski boots.
Well, you know, it's also getting in the hands of a good boot fitter, too, you know, that will help guide you and make the right selection.
That's good to know, because I feel like with ski boots, I mean, it can be kind of tricky sometimes, you know.
It certainly
if they're uncomfortable, I had a pair of boots one time that were so uncomfortable, I feel like I was in tears all season long. My feet hurt so bad. It'll make or break your season.
Yeah, you need to be comfortable there.
So it's really important to be able to find someone that can help you with your boots to fit yourself so that you're comfortable. And we're actually showing some video of your shop right now, because you guys have a plethora of choices and options. You also do all kinds of custom footbeds. So there's really, you know, a lot of things to consider here.
We know our way around boots, you know, and
that's
in
important.
addition to the width or the last, another item that the manufacturers quantify is the flex, how stiff the boot is when you flex in it.
Okay.
And again, that isn't standardized. So it could be that the flex with a number of 100 might feel softer or stiffer than another manufacturer's flex of 100. And the flex number runs from about 65 up to about 130. And at 130, this is where race boot flexes take over, and they go up to 150, 160, super, super stiff boots.
So if you're just, so it sounds like for as far as the stiffness goes, I mean, does it matter? Is it based upon weight, or is it based upon skill level? Is it based upon comfort? Tell me a little bit about that.
All of that. You know what? Today's skis are so easy to ski. All you need to do is to be able to get centered in the boot.
Okay.
And on the ski. And that means that when you look down at your boots, you can't see them because your knees are in the way.
Right.
Okay, so that means you're bending your knees. You've got to be able to do that. If you can't bend easily at the knees and block out the view of your boots, okay, then that means that the boot's going to push you into the back seat constantly.
Then you're going to be a backseat cowboy, and we don't want that.
Right, and your muscles will get taut, and they'll get fatigued prematurely, and that's not really an easy way to ski off the tails of your skis. But if you have a flex that matches your style of skiing, you can see that a person with the same size foot might be entirely different dimensions. It could be a very short, lightweight person or a very tall, heavy person with the same size foot, and they'll have a very, very different impact on how that boot works. So the idea is to try some boots on.
So really get it custom. That sounds like that's what I'm getting here, is that it really helps to get that custom.
Yeah, to be in the hands of a good boot fitter will help you get in the right boot. And if you're in the right boot, the whole thing gets easier. Your feet are more comfortable.
I love that.
Less fatigued at the end of the day.
Love that too.
They stay warmer during the day.
Well, you are just appealing to the masses here, Jimbo. So for folks to find you, to get some help, fitting their boots and check out some of your sales, where can they find you?
Okay, we're on Summit Boulevard in Frisco, next to Discount Flooring. Sort of across from the whole Walmart complex, okay?
All right, easy to find over in Frisco. Be sure to stop by, check out Jimbo Professor Jimbo and his professional staff.
And we've got a lot of good sales going on. So
don't want to miss out on that, and you can get yourself in some comfy, affordable ski boots. Thanks so much for joining me this morning, Jimbo. We'll be back with more Summit Sunrise right after this. Don't go anywhere.